it's me, Leanna. Today is a very exciting video, for me at least. This is something I was planning on doing with my old camera. My old camera is garbage, and now this is gonna be a lot better considering I upgraded, if you weren't aware. I really show true colors of things, and I'm very, very excited to start doing this more often because I do get palettes quite often. And not even that, I have a couple palettes I want to do this kind of video on, so let me know if you have any specifics, and if I have it, I'll do it for you guys. So today I'm gonna be talking about a very new palette. It is a limited edition, so if you want it after this video, make sure you go look and purchase it. So this is, sorry if you see light reflecting off my glasses. I got a new frame. So the video I'm doing today is off this. This is the LORAC Cosmetics collaboration with the Disney's Pirates of the Caribbean Dead Man Tells No Tales. This is the movie that had just released, and I really, really like it. I actually went to watch it a couple days ago with my family, me and my mom and Steve. So it was a good movie, and there is other things from this collection, like a cheek palette, which I'm trying to get my hands on very, very soon before it goes away, and some lip products. The lip products are cool, but I don't think they're like crucial in my opinion. But this is the palette, this is the carton it comes in, and not the palette itself. They did a really good job on the packaging. Even the outside box looks really cool. And I realized on this it has a number 1, which I'm guessing the box that has the cheek palette has probably number 2 on it.
It's the first treasure you seek, matey.
The back of the box, it just shows what's going to be inside, and there's a little description of it. This is an 18 shadow palette. This is very, very nice. I'm very excited to have got it. This is the palette itself. Very cute. They killed on the packaging for sure. It is a slightly thicker palette, but there's a reason to the madness. So on this side right here, if you can see, there's a little tab and you pull it, and some people don't actually know what that's for because I don't think they really clarified, but it is to actually hide the cheek palette inside. So that's a creative, and on it says Enchanted Brilliance. That's cute. And then right here it just says the Disney Pirates of the Caribbean and LORAC. And then on the other side it shows Guided by the Stars, which if you have not seen the movie, it wouldn't make too much sense to you, but that's kind of something that plays throughout the movie that's really important. And it says LORAC, so this is LORAC. I'm gonna say it both ways in this video, I'm sorry. This is the front of the actual palette. It's very cute. This is like the compass that Jack Sparrow carries throughout the entire series of Pirates of the Caribbean. It's very cute. I really think they did a good job. In the background, if you can see, there's stars, because like in the movie, stars are very crucial to the story. And right here it says Treasure in the Stars. They really killed it with the packaging, honestly. They made it so like connected to the movie. I really appreciate that. And when you open it, there is a little plastic film. I'm gonna show you really quickly before I actually show you the palette. It has LORAC on it and just gold to fit the whole color scheme of the palette boxing. So let's open the palette. First of all, there is a massive mirror. You can see me a minute. There's a very big mirror, and it's actually very nice to get ready with. I've gotten ready with it even though I haven't used the palette itself because I'm tempted a lot, but I was waiting. So before I show you in depth the colors, they come with a little eyeliner. This is the LORAC Front of the Line Pro Black Eye Pencil. Something about this pencil that I do appreciate is that it is a twist up mechanical pencil, which is very nice. I have not used this, so I can't judge. I have swatched it a little bit and it seems very black, very creamy. I don't know how its lasting power is, so can't answer that for you. So this is the palette. Very pretty. So these are the shades. Pardon if it comes off a little dark. I'm getting box lighting hopefully soon, so this video will be a little better in lighting, but these are the colors. They are very, very pretty. I'm very excited to dabble in. There is a mixture of mattes, shimmery colors, and there is one that's glittery, I would call, and it's the shade Cursed. It's a black with gold sparkles in it. It's very pretty. So I'm gonna be showing you an arm swatch right here of all the shadows. The first one is Ghostly, which is this one right here. It is a, from what I can tell, it is a slightly shimmery white, but it is still very, very matte, so I wouldn't really call it a shimmer. They are, oh, whoa, I want you to see, like, that is really pigmented already. That is the color. It's not like a stark white, but you can definitely like build it up for sure if you wanted to. Obviously every shot is gonna look a little better with a primer. My skin is not primed, so it's not gonna look as pigmented, even though these are still very pigmented from what I can tell. This is not a stark white, but it's still white, and I really, really like it. And they are super creamy and really blendable from what I can tell. So I reapplied it just in a different position so I can show you. I'm gonna go row by row, so I'm doing the first row. The next shade is Starry Night, which to me just looks like a shimmery blue. It looks very, very pretty. I'm very intrigued by it. They are, ooh, that one is really creamy that it kind of crumbles. So be a little careful with it, but it looks very creamy. And it's really metallic. So that is the color. It is very pretty. It is a blue with like a silverish reflect to it. I'm very intrigued by this color. Ooh. And like I said, they're very, very soft. So be a little careful with them. The next color in this palette is the shade Compass. It just looks like a shimmery, like toffee color, but light. A golden corn. I don't want to say corn. They are very, very buttery. Like you can, it's one of those ones that you feel like you can just dig your finger in by pushing down. Very, very creamy. Ooh, I like that one a lot. That's very pretty. It is a definitely orange base with a yellow reflect. It is so pretty, guys. Oh my gosh. That's very pretty. The next shade in the row is this one called ARRGH. It just looks like a brown with a slightly golden hue to it. It looks like a coffee. I want to call it like an espresso. I don't know why. Ooh, that looks impressive. Okay. Oh yeah. That's great. This just looks like the color of like a ship. This is like not even the movie necessarily, but like a ship color. That's what it looks like to me. The next shade in the palette is called Black Pearl, but it's not even a black color. Oh, I like that one a lot as well. Oh, that's very pretty. And the last color for this row in particular is the color called Yo-Ho. It just looks like an off cream color with a silverish hue to it. Ready for the final swatch? Ooh, I like that. That's like a taupey brownish color. So that is the first row swatch. This is a final look of the colors from row 1. I'll obviously have the names inserted onto the screen for you guys if you're curious. So now we are gonna be doing row 2 in the palette. First shade in this row is the shade called Bones. So this is a matte color. So right off the bat, the mattes are not as like squishy as the shimmery colors, but they're still very creamy. So let's swatch the first. That is how it looks. Yeah, I just reapply it a little bit so I can see this a little better. This is just a very soft brown color, very, very neutral. It's very good to blend out colors like in the crease without adding too much more depth if you already have some there. It's a cooler tone brown for sure. On my skin it picks up a little warmer, but in the pan it looks a little cooler. So it just depends on what you pull. So the next color is the color Silver Mist, and it just looks like what it is. It's like a silvery color. This is a shimmer as well. Ooh, it's really like a white silver. That is a first swatch. I'm gonna go back in a little bit. I'll go back in a little bit just to build up a slight bit. Yeah, that is for sure a silver, but it kind of has a slight purple hue to it. In all honesty, very, very subtle, and it is a more of a white silver. So that is very pretty. I really like that color. The next shade I'm very excited for is the shade called Treasure right here, and this is a rust color is all I would call it. It's just rust. It's very pretty. It is a shimmer as well as Silver Mist. So let's go and swatch. Oh my gosh, that is so beautiful. This is definitely a rust color. That's so pretty. The next shade in the palette in this specific row is this shade right here. It is called Tell No Tales. This is a purpley brown from what I can tell. It is a matte as well. Creamy. This one is a little creamier than Bones. Bones is matte shadow in this palette like I showed you earlier. And I said Bones was not as like buttery, like push-in buttery as the other shimmers, but this one tends to be a little bit creamier. That is it. It is a plum hue brown, to me at least. Yeah, it looks a lot more purple when you swatch it, like, but it's still a brown. I wouldn't call it straight purple. So then the next shadow I'm going to swatch in this row is the one right next to it called Shiver Me. This is a cream, like a off-white cream kind of color that is a slight shimmer. And that is the swatch. It's kind of my skin color in all honesty. It's still very pretty. Like this would be a nice inner corner highlighter for sure. It is a pinky tone. I don't know if you guys can really see that. I think it's very unique for sure. The next shade in this row is the shade called Curse, which is the only one I would call glitter. This is a black with gold flecks in it. So let me swatch it. It is surprisingly creamy. My finger swatch, I don't know if you can tell, it doesn't really show the little gold pieces. So let's see if I'm gonna zoom in. Yeah, you guys can see the gold sparkles in it. This is a very pitch black color as the base for sure. I'm not someone that would use that every single day, but it's very cool. So this is Bones, SILVERMIST, Treasure, Tales No Tales, Shiver Me, and Cursed. Sorry, swatch, I hit him a little bit. But they are very pretty, I'm very excited. I have one more row to go through. This is the final row. So the first shade in this final row I'm gonna be swatching is the shade spelt matte-y, but I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be like matey, which is very cool. This is a matte off-white color. That is a lot more white, I would say, than ghostly in all honesty. The next shade in this palette is the shade called Lost at Sea, and it looks like a dusty blue. Not as shimmery as like Starry Night, but still has a subtle shimmer to it. So I'm gonna swatch it one more time onto it just to give it a better shot, because that was like a crop swatch. Like I said, it is a dusty blue. I think it's very nice. It's definitely one of the shades that are not super pigmented in the palette. This is the only one that's been like this. The next shade is Pirate's Chest, and this is kind of a similar color to Compass, but it's matte. This is definitely a very warm color. The next shade is right here, and it is called Sea Haze. This is a shimmery green color. It's like a light moss kind of green. So I don't know if it's gonna pick up when I swipe it. Oh yeah, that's really pretty. Zoom in a little bit. Can you see? Right there. That color is the shade Sea Haze. The next shade is Menace, is right here. Yeah. And the final shade in this palette is right here. This is the shade called Silent Mary. It looks just like a gray. It's Silent Mary. Matey, Lost at Sea, Pirate's Chest, Sea Haze, Menace, and Silent Mary. So my final verdict on the Pirates of the Caribbean collaboration with LORAC palette, I think it's very nice. If it's, I have yet to use this on my eyes, but if it's anything like the other palettes, I know it's gonna be amazing. And just from the swatches alone, I know they're gonna be very, very nice. LORAC has very, very nice quality eyeshadows that are very blendable, and they're still packing the punch of pigmentation that I like. I think it's a nice palette, and if you want, and if you're intrigued by it, then I'd say get your hands on it, because it is limited edition like I had mentioned in the beginning. So I'm glad that I got it. I'm definitely excited to use this on my eyes. So do I approve of it? Yes, I think it's very, very nice. So that is all for this video. If you guys did enjoy, feel free to leave a like down below. And while you're down there, you might as well become a part of my family. Hit that subscribe button. If you have any requests for anything in particular, let me know in the comments down below, and I'll definitely give that to you guys very soon. I'm sorry if there was any like slight shift in lighting, because it is getting darker, but from what I can tell, it has not changed, at least enough to be like, ooh. Sorry if you got reflection on my glasses. These are brand spanking new, so they're extra shiny. I'll see you guys next time on my channel, and until then, I think it makes yo ho, pirates alive for me.
What you play?